The topic of research I chose was homelessness within families. The research article I chose is titled Families with Children and Homelessness. It is by the American Psychology Association. The article goes over the effects of homelessness in families and the psychological ramifications it can create. The intent of this study is to bring perspective on how the number of homeless families with children is becoming a very big problem in the U.S. The article intends to provide numbers and data about homeless families and to bring light to the problems these families have to go through. The subjects of this article is homeless families with children who struggle to find a stable place to live. The setting of this study is the United States of America, where each year 2 to 3 million people deal with a form of homelessness. The design used for this article is a naturalistic one, as there isn't anything they're testing. They're just gaining information on a natural event that is happening in the US. The variable of this article is the homeless families in the US. The families are operationally defined by numbers and percentages found in the article. The results of the study show a large number of families that are dealing with unstable living conditions. The article states, in January 2008, families with children made up 38% of sheltered and unsheltered people in the United States. Also in 2008, the number of sheltered families rose 9%. Lastly, from October 2007 to September 2008, 1.6 million people made use of transitional housing programs or shelters in the U.S. Within those 1.6 million people, 516,700 were part of a family. As you can see, the results of the study show the increasing problem of homelessness in families. The results of the article support the intent because it shows how many families are having to deal with homelessness. Through numbers and data, the viewer can gain perspective and see how big of a problem this is becoming. All major conclusions drawn from this article circulate around the adversity homeless families in America have to deal with. For example, one major conclusion from the article states that children without homes in hand have a higher number of school absences. Another conclusion stated in the article says, homelessness is a major stressor for families. Not knowing where your next meal is coming from or whether or not you will have a warm place to sleep at night can create an immense amount of daily stress. Lastly, when you are homeless, you are more likely to live in a dangerous neighborhood, and that can bring up scary and unsafe situations. The author's findings directly relate to the prior research in the article. The findings are related to the prior research because it goes over to the circumstances that homeless families have to deal with. This is the author expanding on the research numbers and percentages that were provided earlier in the article. I would say that the conclusions taken from this article are very logical from the results of the study. The article's ability to state facts about homeless children having lower academic achievement and lower self-esteem is a very logical conclusion from the results of the study. I did not find any theoretical implications in this article, as nearly all of the article is based on data. A possible practical implication made in the article is that the number of homelessness could be higher. This is because, as stated in the article, at a certain age, kids are held in shelters because of regulations. If this were not the case, those kids would probably be homeless and the number of homeless would be higher. I think this research study was very well conducted and executed. They had a clear focus and got the data they needed to come up with their own conclusion. I would extend the conclusion of this article in high schools as required education. I believe that homelessness in families is a subject that should be known across the nation. Knowing this stuff can help bring more awareness and compassion for what others are going through. And it can also give people appreciation for what they have. Thank you.